Why would the bank worry about how much you put into the bank? So you put a lot of cash, 5,000, it's okay. But when you put 10,000, what happens? Gets reported. Why? Because you can blame all those crime bosses and everybody else that was throwing a lot of cash into the bank, and hopefully nobody will notice it. And here's 10, here's 20, here's a 50,000, 100,000, $1 million, 10 million. It's a red flag. Right? So that's why that's going on there with that 10,000. And that's why you have to keep an eye on stuff like that. If anybody, but say you were in an accident and they gave you some money for your vehicle and it came up a little bit more than 10,000, it's okay because they're doing a direct transfer. It's the cash. The cash is the problem. Coming into the bank with all that cash and trying to deposit in there and trying to keep it in the bank. You might say, well, can you split it up? Yeah, but they're watching all of that. They're watching how many times you deposit cash into the bank. Before, they never cared. Now they care. They want to know where that money is coming from. A lot of things going on in the background people don't realize. And common sense would make sense to you that you don't put large amounts anymore. You got to put small amounts. But you don't do it too often because they're watching everything you do. You can't do it. Why don't you just store it in the house? I had a guy, he put a lot of money in. He said he had the money in a bag. He digged a hole and he put it in the hole. He just hopefully he remembered where he put that money. You put it in the bank because it's supposed to earn interest, but is it really earning interest? No, you're really not making anything on it. Shoot, I went overseas and they had 15% interest. I said I might as well leave money here, but not anymore. There's nothing like that. So it's hard. Then you could invest the money and hopefully, and when you have to take a risk because things could go wrong and you lose that investment, and sometimes money gets up higher, but you can get taxed on a lot of stuff, so you have to be careful. And there's a lot of loopholes with that. A lot of people, that's what they have loopholes. Otherwise, you'd be really stressed out and really confused. It's a messy business when it comes to money and stuff like that. But yeah, so you got to be careful putting large amounts into the bank. They're watching. There's nothing you can do. You just can't just put it in there. Wire transfer is a different story, but you have to convert it. It's everything now. It's really tough. Another thing too is how you paying off the credit cards. You can remember that the credit card is a loan. It's not your money. They say you promise them that you would take care of the card. The card, you use it to buy food, buy gas, buy clothes, buy things online that you want to have, but you'll have the money because you're working and you'll be able to pay it off. If you lose your job and you didn't take out that extra clause where if you lose your job, you're protected, then you're going to be responsible. Some people don't pay the credit card, and then it goes into that mode where they can come after you. It depends which state you're into when it comes to stuff. Or you don't answer your phone no more. Yeah, because they'll harass you. That phone that you got, that cell phone you got, that's your phone. Nobody's supposed to bother you. You don't have to pick up that phone when somebody calls. There's no rules that you have to pick it up. You should have all your friends in there. They got stuff today. You can block everything on the phone. It's amazing what they got. Yeah. Yeah. So you just keep the calls to your friends and family, and that's it. And people text and send text. Don't accept MMS. That's multimedia. That's pictures and stuff like that. Systems. It's MMS. It's multimedia sounds. Then SMS. System messaging system. It's also called RCS now. Possibly more secure, but they still can sneak those little comments and they dig into your whatever it is you got. How you own a property, they can dig into your public records, and they don't know what's going on inside your place, so they'll say anything. But they call you by name, like you should be. Oh, they know my name. They're friends. They're not your friends. These people are not your friends. They're strangers. You don't know who the heck they are. My goodness. But see, like I said, common sense will tell you, be careful. Don't 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 do anything. You don't know them, don't do anything. You get email. I get this email, and it's missing there's two parts of that email. I don't see it. I'm not gonna say what I should say what it is, but yeah, you have to be careful. There's so much you have to be careful for. Try to use your common sense. You gotta think. What's the best way to do this? What's the best way to handle this? The best way to handle it is use your brain and make sure things don't get out of whack. Because look at the bank. Coming into the bank with all that cash, and you think this is gonna happen. Oh, come on in with your money, and especially if you had more than that amount. So you had 20, 30, 50,000 in cash. You can't. It's a radar. It's gonna be flagged. You gotta be careful. Everything's changed with the bank stuff. But you should have money in the bank, and you have to be careful. Money in the checking. The checking should pay all your bills, everything else, and then you have some savings. You use that to pay the property tax or whatever it is, home maintenance and all that stuff. You have to try to use your common sense in a lot of things today. It's tough out there. This video is just to let you know about what else is going on there, that your mind is going to play tricks, and a lot of people don't realize what's really going on. It's confusion. You don't understand the process. You don't understand what's going on. And things are really out of control, and you got to put your mind to it, because if you don't, you're going to be falling behind. It's tough out there. So, common sense. Try not to put cash in. Write a check. Get a check. Or it's hard to convert that money into cash. So you have to play it slowly. It's a lot to give. Somebody gave you all that cash. So why they give it a cash? Where they get it from? You got to be careful, because a lot of stuff is going on in the background today. It's not easy. But like I said, you open your mailbox and you see cash. What do? You take that cash in the bank and say, "Hey, can you tell me if this is real?" And they can tell you if it's real. Then you say, "Oh, okay, thanks." That's it. You don't have to sit there and talk to them where that came from, because it popped in your mailbox, like that. But a lot of money coming in, that's pretty rough. Yeah. You might have to report it. Yeah. You can't say, "Oh wow, my mailbox is full of money," but it won't be like that. It would be in a package or something like that. You have to be careful, because you don't want to get in trouble. There's a lot of weird stuff going on out there. So be careful, okay? Common sense there, it tells you, be careful. Putting in a large amount of money into the bank, and you think nobody's going to notice. They know. They notice. Yeah. Hey, you found this video helpful. Hit that subscribe button, okay? That's it.